Namaste, World Raisers, Sabine and Roger here. Let's watch the universe size comparison by the YouTube channel Alex Evett. It was a suggestion by our new world sage, Josh.
Oh yeah, so 151 million views, right? And I have an idea where this is going. It's gonna show the whole universe. And if you follow us, you know about the
the whole
universe is gonna show it in 3D. Be prepared.
In 5 minutes.
And if you believe in the multiverse, keep this in mind. There's an infinite number of these. So you gotta think about what is possible to the ultimate source of reality.
Shiva, Krishna.
Simulation.
What? Oh, unbelievable. Completely destroyed the feeling. Okay, hit the like button for the source of everything. What's this?
Ceres.
Never heard of Ceres. The moon. Okay, so what's happening here? The different
I think it's just showing from the smallest to the biggest.
Planets that we know, or
Yeah,
bodies in the universe?
Objects in space that are commonly known to astronomers.
Okay.
So I don't know all of them. Callisto, no idea. Mercury, heard of that one.
Yes. Mercury. Mars.
Marzipan.
Did we land on Mars already? I forgot. Did we? Was there something happening?
Yeah, I think there's a guy. He spent some time on there.
Roger. What? I forgot. We watched the movie.
Sure
Here's Earth.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a rover. I think there actually is, but we're not that into astronomy. We're into
look at
spirituality.
this.
Kepler.
Yeah.
Neptune. Now we're getting big.
God, but honestly, I'm glad that we are so small. Imagine this. Then there would be millions of more people. And can you imagine how much more drama there would be? It's like, God, thank God for the Earth being so small. Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Saturn, I always love Saturn, the rings. It's beautiful.
Yes, I would love to have rings.
Like
Is it still possible to have like rings around
the
Earth
Earth?
all of a sudden building up? I don't know.
Well,
Anything is possible. Okay, what's this?
who knows?
This looks very... Is that a sun now? Or what?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay.
It's a big ball of fire. Counts as a sun, I
Look
think.
at that.
Here's our sun.
The
Wow.
sun.
Look how small we are.
We're a baby.
I can't even see us.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. This is a bigger sun.
Serious. What is that? Is it another sun?
Yeah. It's like in a distant part of the... I don't even know where.
Vega. Never heard.
So yeah, so these are probably within our galaxy, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Arcturus.
Just imagine. Oh my goodness.
That's massive. Rigel.
Unreal.
Huge. And then so these suns are actually different colors too,
Oh.
or is it just
Look
contrast?
at that. Wow.
Betelgeuse.
Beetlejuice. Oh, unreal.
Nigerus. Who's coming up with these names? Wow.
Wow.
Creativity.
Scooty.
You are Scooty.
Oh, I'm getting into the stage.
So these suns and these suns will have their own solar systems. Holy smokes,
Wow.
what is that? A black hole? NGC.
What is
Oh boy.
What is happening?
Ton
Why is it so
618.
dark?
I think they're like black holes, maybe.
What is a black hole again?
I don't know. Somebody let us know.
What's the
That's a
Cat's Eye Nebula?
A nebula.
Wow. What is a nebula though?
I don't know exactly. I think it's like the birth of a star, maybe. I don't know.
Wow.
Helix Nebula.
Whoa.
It's 3 light years wide.
Wow.
Holy smokes. Orion Nebula.
But does that count as a body? Because it doesn't look like material.
Well, it's an object. It's showing like just how big things are.
Okay.
Omega Centauri, like, what is that? Is that...
But that looks like it's made out of different stars and things.
Yeah, but it's showing how big things are.
Oh my
Magellanic Cloud.
The Earth is not even... It's like it's
cloud.
smaller than an ant.
Here's our galaxy. This is our galaxy.
Oh, but we're part of this, yeah.
Whoa, and it's tiny now. Holy smokes. That's tiny now. There's a void. These are like light years apart. Now it's going into
so this is the this is our universe.
Yeah.
Hey! Oh, I want to see where we are. That didn't show that.
Didn't show you wanted to see where we are in that universe?
Well, sure. No, that's not what I thought. But how tiny we what the speck? What kind of speck we are?
Well, you wouldn't be able to see it, so.
That's right. That's probably why.
Did you see the beginning? How small we were?
Oh,
Ooh.
I love these videos. They just, I think I saw a comment. Someone said, I love the way my brain shuts down at a certain point while trying to understand such hugosity. Yeah, and I know exactly what that feeling is. And even the body has a physical reaction. Because the body is the mind, right? It tries to comprehend, but it just can't. It just can't.
Yeah. Think of it as infinite, so it's just absolutely massive, right? And I think it's still expanding, right? So huge, can't even comprehend. And then now picture an infinite number of those. So an infinite universe spinning in a field of infinite universes. Infinite universes. Let me know. Are you guys pro simulation theory?
Oh, God.
Or God theory? What is the source of all of this? Are we trapped in a matrix, or could this possibly be an omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent mind? The mind of God, however you can conceptually understand that, an infinite field of consciousness manifesting all these bodies and forms and life forms. Yeah. And what the source of life is. Is it an intelligent mind, consciousness, awareness that's holding our atoms and particles together by the force of its consciousness itself? That's kind of how I think, and I've contemplated a lot. Right?
So but what just comes to mind is that, okay, the universe is huge, but there are not many material bodies in there, are there?
Yeah, they are. Well, it's just because
But not compared to the size.
Well, no.
If you put them all together in one thing, then there is empty space.
Yeah, exactly. And even the bodies themselves are mostly empty space. Well, all matter. So when you look at an atom, when you
it's getting embarrassing.
when you dissect an atom,
oh God,
and then the electrons and the neutrons and the protons spinning around like the nucleus of the atom, and then the space between that. So you think about the sun and then the planets, right? Mostly empty space. The distance between the planets and the sun. Well, it's the same thing with an atom. So when you look at an atom, it's like 99.999 repeating % empty space, because it's mostly space in there, right? So that's energy. So when it's consciousness, that maintains the atoms, so they appear like they're solid, but really they're just empty space. And it's because the protons, like, I don't know atoms too well, but I know that there's things spinning, and it's
we have smart people watching.
Yeah, and it's the incredibly fast spinning that creates it to be a solid, right? And then you can get into the science of the like just the experiments that they did back in the day, where the atom, the proton, breaks down into a wave, right? So when you're observing it, it appears solid, but when you're not observing it, it's like a wave. So it's just energy. The double slit experiment, where they're shooting protons, through these slits, right? And then when they're under observation, they appear like they're solid, and then they they mark the wall on the other side in a solid pattern. But when they're not under observation, they appear as waves. And what's even more trippy is that if you only turn on the observation of the camera after they pass through the slit, then they go back in time and they rearrange themselves. Yeah. Then they rearrange themselves so that they appeared as a solid particle because you turned the observation equipment on. Right? So that's wild. So it just shows the interconnectedness of the atoms and protons and the quarks, right? So the smallest thing that I understand right now, but maybe it's advanced even more, but the quarks are even smaller than atoms. So atoms are made up of quarks.
Another thought that crossed my mind was that this is the universe, how humans experience it. So from our collective consciousness, we create this universe that looks like this, but we know that there are different realms.
Yeah.
And so all what we perceive as empty space might not be, from their perspective, empty space.
Yeah.
There might be... Yeah.
So you get into other dimensions, right?
Exactly.
So who knows? And also these realms just could be, other planets that we can be on the same, dimension in, but we haven't discovered them yet, obviously.
Or there is like a planet right next to our planet, just like a kilometer away, but we can't perceive it.
Yeah,
We're just full of beings.
But if we can't perceive it, then is it there? So it is.
Well, yeah,
it could
from
be,
another level
it could
of
be
consciousness.
and could not be at the same time, right? So then you kind of, on the spiritual journey, you got to kind of let go of the dichotomy of existence versus non-existence, right? Because how do we exist? Well, we only exist because we're dependent on all of these causes and conditions for our existence, right? So from a certain point of view, we could label that as, okay, well, we don't exist at all. Not from our own side or our own power, so we're dependent on something greater than ourselves, right? So that's the Buddhist teachings on emptiness. So we're empty of existing how we appear to exist. So we're not independent of the collective, right? And that's just really easy to understand when you just think about that. We need food and water, and the sun creates the plants, and then so on and so on. If we didn't have any of that, the air to breathe, right? It wouldn't exist, right? So we're a collection of all of these things. But ultimately, what makes us sentient is the consciousness, right? And the consciousness is independent of the body, and then that's when you get into the higher self. So beyond the body and the thinking mind, right? So when people think that they are the mind and they're the thinker of the thoughts and they're the thinking mind, right? So then you just need to take that one step further to see that, okay, well, what if you didn't think at all? Would you still exist? So you would, as just a pure conscious awareness, right? And then that's when you get into the higher authentic self, right? Just the observer witness. Even prior to full enlightenment, you can see that, okay, there's an observer, there's a witness consciousness that is always present. And if it wasn't for that, then no thinking would even be possible. Yeah, so we got to unlimit the mind. Looks like the universe is unlimited.
Gentlest out.
Yeah.
Because what those videos do, they explode the mind a little bit and make it vast, or a more a witness. Because you have to kind of be, if you really open yourself up to these teachings.
Yeah, of course.
You can't do it with your mind. Like, it is so limited that at some point, or my intellect at least, I can't grasp it intellectually, like, at all. So then you let it go, and then it's like...
So this is showing size comparisons, but it's not really showing how much there is in there. Like each... So the Milky Way galaxy, it's got like, I don't even know, 100 billion stars in it. So our solar system, there's 100 billion solar systems just in our galaxy, right? So correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know the numbers, but it's a lot, right?
I always get teary. I don't even know why. It just explodes my mind so much.
Well, because you believe in that there's an ultimate source.
Krishna.
Yeah, so God, right? So when you think about that, then you think about how, minuscule we are as these human bodies, these frail, mortal beings. But then you think that, wow, if there is an ultimate source to this reality, then it's absolutely incredible. It's mind-blowing, right? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you for the suggestion. And the whole reason we're watching these videos is to expand our minds and raise ourselves.
And raise the beautiful world.